Crafty Creations. My name is Elizabeth. Today we'll be working on a large round board from Unique in a Creek. And this is the sign we'll be adding on to the wreath once we're done. This is a 10-inch sign. It says, "'Tis the season for hot chocolate." I love this sign. It's in mint. It might look a little blue on yours. Mint and brown. We're doing the roll petal as the half a roll petal. This is a half a roll petal right here. And I'll be showing you how you can do that. We're using mint and white for this project. Okay, I left some so I can show you how I rolled the petal. Just so there were lots of questions regarding the half a roll petal. What is a half a roll petal? I was asked, so I thought I'd come on and teach you what a half a roll petal is and how I make it. I would burn this mess at 10 by 10. This is Poly Burlap, by the way. It's not Deco Mess, it's Poly Burlap. And what I do when I start a roll petal is I put this 10 by 10 cut mess like a diamond, turn it like a diamond. I line it up, but whatever number you're going to use. So I line the tips up at the 15 and this one at the 15. Okay, and then I cut it up in half in a triangle shape. Make sure they're all lined up. Yepper. I just cut along. I see through that line under there. I just cut along the line, and this one makes 2 petals now. Okay, let's cut a white one. So again, I'll make sure my manufactured edges again are at the top left, bottom right. This is important because I'll show you why here in a bit. If you cut it the other way, your petals won't look all uniformed and consistent. So again, I'm lining this up at the 16. I'm cutting it half. I tried using wood burner to do this part, but it didn't cut right, so I'm sticking with the the rotary cutter for this part. But I did heat seal them 10 by 10. So as you can see, all these are going this way, right? This way. And when I add them in, all the manufactured edges will be lined up, and you'll see them. But for these ones, I made a mistake. As you can see, these ones are going this way. So I made a mistake. So that's why it's important to have your manufactured edges always at the top left, bottom right, so you won't make this mistake. So I probably cut this. I probably turned this, let me see, what did I do? I probably put it like this. I put this one like this with the cut edges at the top left and bottom right. That's why this is cut different. So it was supposed to be this way that I cut it. Manufactured edges, top left, bottom right. Okay, sort of cut it like that. These ones were I don't know what I was thinking when I cut them. So I made a little boo-boo right there. So those ones I'll keep for just in case. So again, top left, bottom right, and cut them in half. That's how you get 2 petals in one. 2 petals in one. Okay, so let's roll the petal. So I'll grab my mess roller, and what I tried to do when I roll this up, I tried to line it up on a line, right? And then see if you just rolled it like that, see how long it'll go like it's not the same length down in there. So what I tried to do, but it didn't work, but I tried it. So I'll line this up at the 17 inches mark, and I try to put this mesh roller straight, and I try to keep them lined up when I roll it, right? Just holding this way, these won't be that long now. And I pull it out, press down, and scrunch at the bottom. Okay? Again, I'll show you 3 more times. So you'll have frays at the cut ends here. You have to be really gentle with the poly burlap when you do cut them in half. So I just roll it. Okay, I roll it, try to roll it straight. So at the bottom here, it won't go longer and longer. That's what I do with the half a roll petals. And it is gonna fray down here, but you don't have to worry about that, as you will need a zip tie for that part or rubber bands. So it'll stop fraying. So again, I roll it and roll it and roll it. Pull it out and press down and pinch together. See that? So that's the half a roll petal. So roll it up and pinch. Okay, so I'll grab my zip ties and I'll show you how I measure mine. So all of these, can you see that? All of these, I put the zip tie at 6.5, all of them. So because they're all different lengths when you roll them, as I try to be precise down in here, but can't. So what I do is I grab the 6.5 inch, and that's where I add the zip tie. Okay, this, and I just pull that, close it up once it's at 6.5 inches, or you can get them longer if you want. I chose 6.5. And this way, when you add these petals onto your board, you'll have all of them the same length. You won't have to worry about one little being a little tall and one a little short, because this will happen if you don't measure them before you add them into the board. I found that out the rough way. Just keep adding my zip ties at the 6.5 inch mark. All my petals, I have to try to be precise on them when I add all the zip ties, because I can just slip them onto the board and won't have to worry about this one is taller, this one is longer, shorter, right? That's why I take that extra step before I add them onto the board. And then I cut off a little bit of this here. So that's how you do that's how I do mine. And I'm just showing you how, because you won't have to worry about you won't have to be discouraged once they're all different lengths when you add them out to the board. The first thing I'm gonna do is where the hanging holes are. I should talk about the board first. Okay. So I did add all the zip ties onto the board, all the zip ties that we need. So we need all the holes for row 2, 3, and 4 for this project. Okay. So I am going to start at the top. These are the hanging holes. I am going to start my white off with the... See? You can add your petals this way, or you can turn them backwards. Now, I was going to turn them backwards like this. And I think I will. I'll fix it here quickly. All right. So we'll see how many we need at the end, because I don't know, with the large gap holes right here, I don't know how many I'm gonna add, maybe 1 or 2, but I'm thinking 2, just so we can't see the board. So I'm putting this, so I did put the zip tie facing up, but that doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna make sure my zip tie is in there when I add it. Okay. Zip it up. So we'll add 2, making sure they're facing down. See how well it covers now? Making sure my zip ties are in there. Close it. Oops, not that one. This one. Close it. Okay, that's better. So in the larger gap holes is where I'll add 2, and for the smaller, the regular holes, set of holes, I'll add 1. And at the end here, we'll count how many 10 by 10s you'll need. So there's 5 in between the white. Am I adding the white now? Yeah, I'm adding the white now. So that's gonna be what we're gonna be doing all the way around. So now we're adding 5 and then white, 5 green, 5 mint, 1 white all the way around. All right, so all the petals for row 2 are in there. So we're gonna work on row 3. So I'll turn it around so you can see row 3. We're using all the zip ties. We're doing the same thing. We're going 2 petals on the large gap and 1 on the smaller. So let's roll a couple of green, as we'll need lots of them here. had time this morning to make more. I should have done that, but that's all right. Okay, so let's add the zip ties in there. Sorry, I need to clean this. I don't like working on a messy table. That doesn't work for me. So here's the wreath. So we're now going on to row 3, and I'm gonna add the first petal at the top. The hanging holes are up here, so I'm gonna add to, just so I won't confuse you. So first the white, making sure my zip ties in there and the petal is laying flat, the rough edges down. I zip it up, and there it is. So white. Okay, so 2. Row 4 is done. Row 4, it's row 5. All the petals are in there. So let's add the sign in there. The cable mount is up in there. I do 2 on mine. I'm starting to, because when one breaks off, the other one probably, hopefully, will stick on there. So let's add it right where the 2 holes right in there. That's for when you attach your sign. Put them back in the hole. We'll add our hanging zip tie. Oh, not with a small zip tie though. Grab this one. Clip that off so it won't close up on you. And it's crooked. And there we go. And there it is. You can't fit it all in the, yeah, you can. So 36 pieces cut at 10 by 10 for the mint, and 8 pieces of the white. So over a roll of mess. So you could have used up more if you were to do row 4 as well. But I kept it at a low pricing point here. So I hope that makes sense. But I will, again, when I post this video, up on YouTube. I usually, in the description, I usually write down what I do for every, well, starting to, for the wreath that I'm making. So if you want to go and look that